Hello there. This is just Heather slash Hetty from mainly Facebook these days, but also on Twitter at Alive in Me. Both my accounts, you'll find me on Facebook slash Alive in Me, which will just go to my normal name. You can call me Hetty or Heather. I do have two Facebooks now because of my art that I do. I opened one under my nickname I've always been called, which is Hetty. So half the world knows me as Hetty, and the other half knows me as Heather. So feel free to call me either, or whatever you wish. But anyway, I'm just here to express some love and just my feelings toward what everyone just is going through. It just seems like winter just is kind of a tough time for everyone, where I just always feel like mine's never a particular time. I'm just kind of continual. Every few weeks or every couple months, there's something that hits me, and there's no rhyme or reason to it. Um, so, you know, here in Minnesota, when you've lived here, I think, a long time, I think the weather finally just shoots people down. And then when you've got an atrocious amount of illnesses, I think that it's definitely gonna knock you down. And your illnesses, they're definitely gonna just kind of take over. So it's just it's tough. I mean, I've got an illness that it only hits me now when it gets really cold out there. And I'm so gracious for that, because I had just atrocious pain after my third brain surgery in my whole body, except for my brain, which is just weird. They clipped a part of the brain that controls your body's, your brain, and how it controls your body's pain and basically comfort. And it always told my brain, it was telling me, you're in pain. So I moved here over a year ago now, a year and a half, and I just kept little bit here, getting better and better. And last winter was the worst ever, so I was down. I was definitely down for that. This winter's been a little bit better, but when there's a front coming in a day or two, I'll be able to tell you without looking at anything that a front's coming in. My head just wants to explode. My neck is just... So my body begins to absolutely kill again, which scares me because I don't want to go through it for another 4 years. But it just dissipates when that front lifts up. So, I mean, the snow can still be out there. It's just the front of it coming in. That pressure just kills my body. So, I always thought it was just so tough, and with everyone I'm friends with, I've been blessed by God to notice that I don't have it that tough. There are just so many things out there that are going on that I just wish that I could take it away. Take half the burden off, so, they could function way more. Just if Jesus could just lift it up, if it wasn't in any plan. But there's always a reason behind everything, and I know I went through all mine for a purpose. And I know that these people are too, and they're just amazing. One particular friend of mine, Mary, her faith just is, it's just amazing. And it'll take little me, who is doing fine on a great day, and I'll look at her on a terrible day for her, and man, she's just so full of faith. And it's just a reminder, whether it's a great day or a tough day or anything in between, man, just keep reaching to him, because he has got just ultimate plans still. And, mine's basically been pretty much lifted with the pain. I have other issues with kidneys and with my ferritin level, which causes seizures when I've been seizure free. So just, things like that, So if you see my hair, I mean, it's so thin right now because I've been losing it left and right. But then I spend all this time with my dear friend Mary, and man, what she's going through, and then what the ER put her more through, oh man, I wish I could just take that, off of her, even for a while. So there's always someone out there that's got it going on really tough. And it's just a reminder that what we have is always equal to another person, but at the same time, we never would want to trade, in all honesty. Most of us would never want to take that burden, and that's what Jesus is for. I mean, he is the one that we are to give our burdens to him, and he lifts them up. He really will, as long as you stand, really tough in your faith. And I do believe that Mary she will sooner or later, be experiencing a wellness that she probably hasn't ever felt because of her faith. That's my belief. And I think it's hers too. I really do. Or she wouldn't keep standing tall through all this. She's got ultimate faith. I have another friend in Colorado who just has incurable, awful, just cancer. And I guess she's got something going on with her blood too. It's infected basically. And, that stuff's scary, and she's completely, here I'm complaining of my hair completely coming out and thinning out, and it scares me that, yeah, I might begin to be balding, but she's completely, and she's so energetic about it in her faith. She's so just always happy and full of life, of the life that she still is living, and not knowing what tomorrow will hold, or a week from now, or 2 months from, she doesn't know, but she is just full of life. And it's just, when you visit or talk to her, it's just like you are so grateful for what you've got, and you stop, you smack your own self and say, stop complaining, because it's just so small in your own eyes in comparison, because your suffering is not fun and it's atrocious. But at the same time, when you see someone else's, you definitely wouldn't want to trade, because God just knows what certain people can and cannot handle, and allows, that to occur in their lives because they have that kind of strength and, that type of reliance upon him. And it's something that speaks out to the rest of the world, just being able to share, their experience, what they're going through, and yet still show you how happy, how in love with Jesus they still are. And it's just a reminder to me every day that I need to stop complaining, in which I've pretty much, ever since I've known Mary, I've been really begun to learn not to. She's just like another rock on earth for me, like Jesus is. She's just really an inspiration. And, and then I've got my husband, who's never had a thing in his life. And he has a slip disc, which makes our exact shoulders just kill, and the back of them just, it's like identical where we hurt, and down our arm. It's really interesting. But the way he complains, which I love him, but it's just so funny because he's never gone through anything. He's like taken a couple Tylenols in his lifetime, and that's it. He's dealt with me, and that's like what he's dealt with when it comes to illness, and that's a lot for his plate. And he never, of course, wants to deal with something like that himself. But being something kind of similar, it's in his own body and it's so painful, freaks him out, and it's just he takes one pill that's half of what I take, and I'm completely still alive and I can go forever. He's knocked out for hours, and it's just so amazing how different we all are. But my heart goes out to him because he never experienced pain like this. His family is very pretty much a well family, and they inspire me too. They just always have great faith no matter what's going on. And I kind of come from the family of complaints. So, I'm the only one that really expresses and loves and shows and, really accepted Jesus. So I pray for my family every day that they do. And maybe they would start seeing things that they're going through from a different aspect. But, it's still different when you don't know him, and don't get reminded when other people are going through something really atrocious and you're like, wow, that's a wake-up call for me. I'm grateful. Thank you, Jesus, that this is right now all I have on my plate. But if there's more, you still have to say, I love you. I rely upon you. I know you can heal. I know you can take away. And if it's not meant to be taken away, I know you have an amazing purpose. Like little Kate McRae. She's gone through 3 turnarounds in her cancer, being, healed. And, here she is now 11 years old going through a horrifying type of chemo that's just really attacking her. And she's my inspiration, I just sent her a little gift, and I just hope that enlightens her, because right now she's going through so much. But the way she just lights up this life of across the world of what she's going through, and yet shows so much faith, shows so much love and excitement of helping others at 11 and all the ages before, she is a total inspiration. So anyway, there's this verse in John. It's the very beginning of John, and it literally is just an inspiration to me of showing how Jesus has always been around from the very beginning of the world with God. And just, it tells you he does always know us before we're even in our mother's womb. So it's John 1 through 5, 1 through 5. And it's in the beginning, the Word of the Bible already existed. And the Word was God. He existed in the beginning with God. That's Jesus, he. God created everything through him, Jesus. And nothing was created except through him, knowing what Jesus would be doing for us. The Word gave life to everything that was created, and his life brought light to everyone. The light shines in the darkness. No matter how atrocious life gets, he is still shining in our life and upon everyone else in the world that are just going through so much stuff. And the darkness can never extinguish it, no matter who tries to stomp on Jesus. There's no darkness that's going to extinguish what he has planned for us. So just take hold and behold the love of him. And no matter what you're going through, he has plans for you. He has love for you. And you yourself are an inspiration to so many people. And I have love for all of you. And just know you can always reach me on Facebook. If you want to connect, it's at Alive in Me, which is Heather Stevens. Or also Hetty Stevens. I also have one that's all my art there too. Anyway, I just wanted to share that there are some, really close people of mine going through some really tough stuff. And it just is a rude awakening that what I go through, and I know so many people know that, it doesn't begin to even touch me, because these people are really inspiring to me. And I love you all, and I pray that everything's going well in your life. And if not, just reach out. And I'm here to pray for you. Many blessings, and have a wonderful day.